Let me make sure I'm not on the Wi-Fi so that our stuff doesn't get messed up. It's good to see everybody. Hello all newcomers, welcome back my fellow Aeternians. As always, it's me, Emperor AP. Today I wanted to do a quick check-in again. Tiff wanted to go swimming, so we're doing more swimming stuff. Last time you guys enjoyed the pool party stream, so I figured I would do it again. Muhammad joined in. Muhammad, it's good to see you. How are you? I actually wanted to give some updates on situations with Aeternia in general, with Muhammad, because I wanted to check in with you. As well, I wanted to, in general, discuss our plans for Microcon, how we've been growing, how we've been doing stuff. Raz says hi. Muhammad says, how are you, AP? I'm doing well. There's a lot to prep and there's a lot to do. I have upcoming school, job stuff. I just got a job, so that's going to be exciting. And then as well, we're doing a lot with trying to prep for Microcon. So there's a big amount of stuff going on. American Patriot said hi. Hey, it's good to see you, American Patriot. Thank you for hanging out with us. Raspberry says, how is where you are, Muhammad, Pakistan, right? It's great to see Muhammad here with us. He did end up being able to escape Afghanistan, which we were super excited about. So I'm so thankful for you being here with us, Muhammad. Robert says, where's AP? We're right here. Manu says, hello. Hey, Manu, how are you? Muhammad says, Tajikistan. It's good. Tajikistan. It's good to see you there, Muhammad, and safe and sound. Robert says, woo. Yep. Muhammad says, I'd be dead if I went to Pakistan. Yeah, it's a big concern. Caden Republic says, hi, AP. Hey, how are you, Caden Republic? Please keep us updated with how everything in your nations has been. I will say, so there are a few things to update on. Again, Microcon is like one of our biggest time things recently. Right now we are having to go through a lot of preparations for it. We just bought our tickets to Microcon. So now if you go to the Microcon website, you will see that we are officially booked for Microcon. I have gotten approved by Grand Duke Travis McHenry of West Arctica to officially give a speech at Microcon. So I'll be doing a 15-minute speech there. I hope we can try and live stream it or potentially record it in some way so that we can get some cool footage from that. But other than that, we're going to be hanging out, we're going to be enjoying our time and trying our best to make a good situation as much to our advantage as possible. I really want to learn from a lot of the people there, but I'm honestly not sure about a ton of the things that we need as requirements. I've messaged a lot of people actually who are on the list, different micronations who are going to Microcon. So if you haven't gotten an email from me and you know you're going to Microcon, check your email, check your spam folder or whatever, because I've sent a lot of people. Some people's micronations didn't have any kind of contact. I saw some of them were like microwiki pages and stuff. So I tried to reach out to a ton of them. A lot of people got back to me and it was good to hear from them. So I need to update like more people and reach out to more people. But we've been trying to do stuff with prepping for Microcon, specifically getting our pamphlets created properly, getting our table setup figured out, because we have plenty of like Eternian cultural artifacts that we want to bring. Hey! But there's plenty of stuff that we're trying to do beyond that. Again, getting the speech ready and just how we want to put our table layout is a big question for us. So we know a lot of the stuff we want to bring, but not exactly sure how we want to do it. We were thinking kind of doing like the science fair presentation style where you have the poster board in the background. But if we do that, we can't fly with that. So we would have to purchase one there and then set it up, which would be kind of difficult. There's a lot of potential worries. Steven said, yo, Steven, what's up? Steven as well. Oh, goodness. I super zoomed in accidentally. Sorry about that, you guys. Oh, this is continuing to happen because my fingers are wet. Goodness. Sorry, I'm shaking it out. You guys can see the super zoom. Yep. Hey, there we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. So we are dealing with a lot as far as trying to prep for Microcon. Steven, our master of the House of Treasure, is going to be coming with us to Microcon. I'm super psyched about that. So we will have more stuff with Steven, more streams, more hangouts with Steven. Hopefully, I'm going to try and do more recording than anything there. So there may be some live stream stuff, but it'll probably be minimal. We're probably going to put together like a an overall video about Microcon as we go through it, and kind of showing off all the different leaders that we meet and all the different things that we do. I know there's going to be a lot of stuff that happens actually during Microcon itself, but I'm curious if we'll have time to speak with any of the leaders outside of Microcon and kind of get connected with them and understand a little bit better what they want to do. Tiffany's sneaking up behind me like a murderous shark. What's up, Tiff? She's scarier than the sharks on Shark Tank. She'll sneak up and get you.
Again.
But yeah, so we're hanging out. We're doing a swim.
Okay, come here.
What up, you?
No, get on. Come on, let's go.
She's giving free rides out here. I think you should be charging fees for that, like Uber. She's not. She's just going for it. But yeah, so what have you guys been up to? How have your nations been? Keep me updated. Muhammad, again, I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. We were all thinking about you and hoping for your safety. So now that we know that you are safe and doing well, that is a huge weight off of my shoulders. Or at least my thoughts. Again, I know the difficulty is that there was not much that people could do for you other than try to spread the word and spread awareness. But even still, I think it's important now that Muhammad has left Afghanistan, to still be able to continue to kind of advocate for the people who are there and to try and spread awareness for that. I would like to somehow incorporate that into my speech at Microcon, but I'm not sure exactly how, or if that should be left to its own kind of separate thing. I still want to make a video about that, but it's again going to be kind of a tough thing to figure out. A lot of our difficulty lately has been with trying to get enough people on board to do different projects, especially when I'm getting busier and things are ramping up for me in my personal life. It's obviously a great opportunity because it will be. Ooh, okay. So Steven hit me up in a message and said, let me know what the game plan is for uniforms, and he also sent some other stuff. As far as uniforms go, that is a great question. I wanted to do like a big thing. But I'm not sure, because we don't have the funding to be able to like do what we thought we'd be able to do at the beginning of the summer, where we had like planned out these designs for our outfits, thinking maybe by like June I would have a job, and now I didn't have a job until pretty much the summer is over. So that being the case, what we're gonna have to do is to try to improvise something. I think, Steven, if you did want to do like uniform stuff, we may be able to help prepare some of it, because we do need, some kind of thing to show that we're all connected and all together. Last time Steven and Tiffany and I got to meet up, he just wore a suit, which was really nice. And he said, like I wanted to do more, but I didn't know what to do. And that was kind of on me, I felt like. There wasn't a ton that's like an official uniform or official, design that we had at the time. Now we've been working with more, but there's still not a ton that we figured out. So we need to do that. There's some things that Tiffany has already kind of mocked up as designs for what I was going to wear when I initially wanted to do the big like everybody's in a uniform type of thing. So we may pull some concepts from that and see what we could put together for an outfit for you without you really having to spend a ton of money, Steven, but it also looking all connected and all like we're doing stuff together. I will say I'm probably going to be having my main outfit, the one that I wear on streams a lot of the time, which is the the green jacket, the red ascot, I guess, my black my pants, and then my black leg wraps will more than likely be the official uniform that I go in. So I think things like, the Unity medal we might be able to all put on together and kind of wear, things like potentially leg wraps we could do, but I'm not sure exactly what the best thing to go with would be. We can make some of the stuff to provide for you, but it would be difficult to try and figure out. I'm trying to think of exactly what accessories we could add to anything that you would bring that would help to make us look like a coherent group without actually needing to make Steven a full-on outfit. So if you guys have history or experience with clothing design and stuff like that, uniform design, let me know. But it'd be good to see you all and see your ideas. We're going to continue to work for that. So Tiffany and I think tonight are going to be hitting up Steven with more information on that. But as well, guys, please like the video. It does help. I see we have 4 likes right now, 9 viewers. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out in the stream. I will say, freaking uniforms are tough, man, because we don't want to do the like military thing that everybody does, you know? It's rough to do the like, we're just gonna have a, it's rough to do the, we're just gonna have a like, you know, a whole bunch of medals or whatever on our chest, and then it's like, oh, but now we look like everybody else who has a ton of medals in their chest. So how do we separate that? How do we make it unique? Tiff, Stephen was asking about uniform stuff, like what we should do for that. And since I'm not changing my uniform very much, I'm trying to figure out ways to incorporate accessories for you guys in the case that we want to do something that looks like coherent, but I'm trying to think of ideas. I know you had like a whole full out thing for when we were going to do the like new design of uniforms, but I didn't know if there was anything small that we might be able to incorporate. What up? What up, you? Hello? She's sneaking up to me. She's sneaking up. Hello? Hello? She's passing me up. She's laughing at me. Hello?
Did it.
Get what?
Get it. Oh goodness, that leaf scared me. I thought it was a bug. Oh goodness.
Get what?
Get it.
Get what?
She wants you to go get all the little torpedoes.
Okay, then you gotta talk to the stream while I get the torpedoes. Tell Steven ideas for the uniforms if you have any.
Ah. Go. Yeah, there he goes. Go. He's looking on the wrong spots, huh? So they're over there in the other corner, which is the last one you went to. Oh, we got it!
I got it.
Ah, yay! Thank you. Now I'm gonna throw it until you go get it again.
Yep.
No. Didn't like it when you grab the earring.
Yep. Hilarious. So that's what I'm trying to figure
You
out.
go get it.
How do we
Yeah,
do
you did.
this?
I did.
Yes?
You did.
Okay.
Don't touch that. Why? Because it can't get wet. What? It can't get wet. You destroy it. It won't work no more.
So, do you have any ideas?
No, we already talked about this, Judy.
What about? Hit me up. What about?
Finances.
No, agree. Steven was just asking for like what we could try to do. So we gotta try and, at very least, I figure put together something to connect. Also, oh goodness, hey. What you being so fussy
Stop
about?
that. Come here. Because she's mad that we don't let it drop to the bottom, so she's gonna make us go get it.
No.
No.
That's why
Why
we
you
didn't
keep
want it to
dropping
drop.
it?
So yeah,
Why you keep
hey, we
dropping
got
it?
10 viewers. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Right now we're doing a brainstorming session, trying to figure out what we can do for the, ooh, multiple things. We're trying to figure out what we can do for the uniforms. Goodness. Because I figure there's something that we could do. She's wandering.
She's gonna go pout.
Yep. There's something that we could do as far as like a small little accessory thing. We have the Unity medals, this stuff that like, you know, I believe Steven has a Unity medal. I know we can get some to like make it a connection point. We have the leg wraps. Like I could get more fabric to make more leg wraps, I guess. It wouldn't be too bad.
This is the thing. We wanted to make new uniforms. We're probably
don't
not
have
going
the
to be able to
finances.
do that
Yep.
for this con. But for the next con, we can.
Oh, agreed.
But as far as this one goes, we're gonna be spending most of our money just for the setup.
Agreed. But that's what I'm trying to figure out, if there's like a small thing that we could do.
Huh? Oh, you came back nice, huh?
What?
She came back saying please.
Silly.
Did it.
She's getting it.
He did it.
Yep, she's getting it.
He's
Yep, she's
so
getting it.
with it.
Yep, she's getting it.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Oh
What you
gosh,
say?
I'm getting
Thank you.
absolutely attacked.
Did the peas.
She came back nice.
Yep.
Ate them peas. I did it.
Didn't you get them?
I did.
Oh, did she throw them back down?
I did. I did
Okay.
it. Whoa!
Wow!
Ate it though.
In the water where you told him to go get it.
What?
What? You're the one who said it, little one.
Now the problem is they're all the way over here.
Uh-oh.
They're all the way over here though.
Whoa! Whoa!
Don't touch.
Nope.
Do not touch. Don't touch it. I'll have to give you spankings if you touch it. He's gonna just stare at it.
Whoa! Whoa!
Can you come get them?
Go get him. Go swim to him.
You don't know it.
Airplane. Airplane. It's too high up to see it. You wanna go get them? Go get them from Aiden. Go get them.
Then you wait.
Airplane.
What see you?
I don't see it.
It's gone. It's gone. It's not here anymore. It flew away. It flew away. It left.
Ah! Say please. Thank
So-
you. Say thank you.
Did it.
Say thank you to him. He got them for you. You gotta tell him thank you.
Did it.
That's not a thank you. You gotta tell him thank you.
No, I did it.
Yeah, but we've been getting it.
So we're still trying to figure out some updates, guys. There's as far as Microcon, there's still a lot to do. I've been trying to prep for some personal stuff, so there's still a lot left to do.
Water.
But I will say there is some good news. No, don't touch it. But there is some good news. We went to the land today. We went to Vitae. That was nice because we got to see kind of that most of the stuff that we've set up, even though it's kind of rudimentary, is still there. It's still standing. We had an issue with our temporary roof. We effectively just had like a pretty weatherproof tarp, like thick tarp covering that's used for creating greenhouses that we had established over it. But unfortunately, several like strong storms that have come through between last time we set it up and this time actually knocked it down and kind of punctured holes in it. So we're going to need to replace that tarping and provide a better structure for it overall. And that's one of the larger, I guess, Aeternia updates specifically, is that we're going to have to provide increased support for that. But we're getting together plans to do that, as well with increased funding that we'll have over the next few months. That shouldn't be too hard to do at all, and we should be well on our way to finishing Aeternia's first dwelling, which will be nice because that'll come right in line with getting electricity out there from the grid, being able to connect to our local grid and have electricians come out and install wiring for us to start developing these houses and to put in electricity for people who will live there. So our first dwelling is, the structure of it is becoming more and more complete each time we go out there. And with that increased funding, that'll help a lot. Again, the biggest task right now is getting a solid roof on. And doing that in a way that kind of goes with the rest of our design. That is something where we're still using a lot of reclaimed wood, where we're using a lot of, stuff that's safe and stable, but that is primarily from things that we can gather in the local environment as much as possible. So it's going to be a lot more design to try to make something that's stable and that's going to last for a long time, and then going through and reinforcing that with some nicer stuff. Probably getting somebody to come in and do some welding for us to weld together like a metal frame for these to increase their structural support and integrity. And then from there, trying to go through and putting these insulation and these weatherproof coverings and stuff to try and assist with the very rudimentary protection that we need to stay out there longer and to do more. From there, we have again a lot to do in the future with Vitae. Obviously, a lot more plans that we have as we can start to get people out there. The more that we can have people even just camping out for a weekend, which has been our next big goal, to make it livable for like weekend stays. Once we can get to that point, it'll be a lot easier for us to continue and pull more and more manpower out there. And again, that comes with funding, which now we have a way to get, at least for a little while. So the next big plan is Microcon. That's the thing that, again, up until this point, I haven't been able to hit as hard as I would like to, simply because I put it on the back burner. I've been doing other stuff to prep for things in my personal life, and so we're pushing closer and closer to the edge, and I need to start hitting it harder. So there is a big plan for that. I'm probably not going to be doing a ton of like several 3-4 hour streams over the next few days, next week or so, because I'm going to have to be prepping for Microcon and doing stuff to get our funding together for the rest of stuff that we're going to be planning over the next several weeks. But there is big opportunity for us in prepping for Microcon. So again, the biggest 3 objectives that we have for Microcon thus far: our table setup, right, which I'm going to be updating you guys on in probably small segmented videos over the next few days, as well as our pamphlet, which I would love to show to you guys once it's all said and done, but I would definitely love some input on, so I'll have to share kind of what I'm thinking for that. And then my speech is going to be the other like really big thing that I'm having to come up with. There's a ton of micronations do stuff where they're trying to talk about their nation, and it's just like they're right off the bat pitch. This is, we're the country of hill, plains, mountain land, and we have, this many citizens, and this is our plan to move forward, and this is our flag, and this is our economy, and yada, yada, yada. I think I want to push for a more, I think I'd like to push for a more, a larger theme than simply just Aeternia. Of course, not everybody who's there is going to know about Aeternia or really know what we've been trying to do, but I think trying to capture the essence of Aeternia in what we talk about and to cover a topic that is really going to resonate and get people to move to a call to action is my biggest thing. When I leave that speech, I want people to feel like, damn it, we've got to do something. I want people to feel engaged and excited to take action. These are micronational leaders. These are people who are, able to do a lot. They have and run organizations that are putting time and money and effort into large-scale projects to build communities that can help people in the United States, that can help people in Europe, that can help people all around the world. And so we have a window to talk to them. We have a window to say, hey, as someone who cares about the environment, as someone who cares about technology, as someone who cares about the way that the world is going, I know you all do too, and we have to do something. So I need to figure out exactly the best way to put together that speech so that I can get across that this is Aeternia and this is the way that we're doing it, but that there is a larger call to action involved. So we're going to keep working at that. We're going to keep trying to do stuff, and hopefully I can update you guys a little bit more. I may do some small live streams here and there on YouTube, but I think a lot of the stuff that I'm going to probably do is through like TikTok. So if you guys follow us on TikTok or maybe even YouTube Shorts, I might post some stuff like that just while I'm doing like little things here and there to try and prepare. So definitely keep updated with that stuff, because I'm going to be posting like little things here and there just to try and keep you guys engaged and to let you know what we're doing. I feel bad because the last basically week, like 4 or 5 days, I really haven't posted much at all, simply because, like I said, I've been trying to prepare for as much stuff in my personal life as I can. There's a lot that I have going on right now, and that's going to increase dramatically as the next month or so goes forward. So right now, Microcon is the big push. That's the thing that I really wanted to hit. I tried earlier throughout the summer to hit us to 4,000 watch time hours. The bad news is I'm worried about that happening because I wanted to try and get it done by Microcon, but as I wasn't able to keep to a, we're going to stream for 4 or 5 hours a day for the next 2 or 3 weeks schedule, I ended up having to drop down. I ended up having to pull back so I could focus on my studies, so I could focus on preparing for everything else that I need to in my personal life. And so now we are trying to manage going forward without having achieved monetization, but we're still really close. Like, that doesn't mean that we're not gonna like hit over it really soon. So I think the bigger thing to focus on now is we've had, the fall months consistently be ones that are less watch time hours. So if there is a way that we can increase our watch time hours, if we can make any kind of nice edited videos that would boost our watch time hours during those times, that would help a ton. If there are days that we can happen to do a live stream every once in a while, if we can really market those well and hit those well, then we should be able to hit monetization during the fall, like in a period that really hasn't been known historically for us having much ability to do anything. And that has consistently low watch time hours. There's an opportunity there for us to make a lot of waves and for us to go over the top with that 4,000. So I think we're still well on the way to that. We're still well on the way to, in fact, several more streams of revenue for the Aeternian economy. This is just something that we're going to have to build up over a long period of time. Again, maybe going into the winter. Going from fall into winter is probably going to be a time where we're going to see a lot of growth and a lot of change for Aeternia, specifically when it comes to things like our developments economically, when it comes to, the opportunities that we have out there, Vitae, looking at, again, the aftermath of our delegation going to Microcon. There's so much to do. There's so much fun stuff that's involved, but it's all going to have to come at a price. And right now, that price for me seems to be putting my time in other places to make sure that Aeternia has the funding and the necessary equipment to move forward. We need to be primed and ready to make big moves. But this is the issue. I can't do it myself. In making a call to action to these micronational leaders that we're going to be doing here at Microcon coming up in the next few weeks, I have to make a call to action to you all as well. So if there are any Aeternian citizens who have some free time, if there are any Aeternian citizens who have been, looking for a way to help out or to assist, or people in the community, even if you're not a citizen, that would like to make stuff for us, that would like to help us to grow, that would like to figure out a way for our nations to work together, please reach out to me, because right now I need some assistance to be able to make larger things for Aeternia and to be able to start to use the funding and resources that we have and that we'll be getting in the next probably month or two to start moving forward. Of course, there are some obligations that we already have that we have to meet in order to really round out the edges of the summer that we've been working on. So there are a few things that I want to do and take care of with the initial funding that we get. But as the year goes on, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for us to invest in our own micronation and Aeternia, but also in other micronations. They're partying. They're enjoying it. Woo! So that's what we're going to be trying to do. One of the biggest things that I'm excited about for Microcon is really going out and reaching out to other micronations that are actively there in person and have the opportunity to reach out in a way that we may not have been able to for years. We can't travel around the world all the time reaching out to every micronation and letting them know who we are, trying to set up trade deals, trying to set up infrastructure, trying to set up partnerships. But in this way we can. We have an opportunity now to go to Microcon and to talk to some of these leaders, some of these people who are very, very important in the community, and try to get them to see the light of what we're trying to do. So if we can bridge those ideas, if we can come together and find a way to work more in a more interconnected way in the micronational community, that would position us when we have this increased income in the next few months to really push off big and to do things that are precedents in the micronational community, to do things that are firsts in the micronational community. So we have the ability, we have the time, and we're going to be moving forward. The only thing that I don't have is the personal time to do so. So what we're going to have to do is find ways for me to delegate. That's something that I've had issue with in the past. It's one, because Aeternia is my baby. It's hard for me to let the project go and to invest in other people. So that's a weakness that I have to work on. But more importantly, it's something that I feel like without having paid people, without having hired, employ hourly or salaried employees, it's really hard to get people to consistently be able to work on and develop parts of Aeternia. So for myself, I think I really need to be able to do that, to be able to find a way to start hiring people, to start having employees that are actually, staffed in this. And it's not going to be, we have a staff of 30 people all of a sudden and they're all working 9 to 5, trying to push for it. It's going to be something slow to start with. But I think in trying to connect with our launch of Vitae and having actual residents live at Vitae, we really have to try and connect as well to what we can do for becoming more consistent. We can't have residents living in Vitae, but me be not around or available to take care of their needs, to continue to grow the economy, to offer them, increases in opportunity for jobs and, quality of life and stuff. I can't be away 99% of the time without having something in place to provide extra benefit for those people. And I think that's going to come in the form of some sort of employee, some sort of person who is able to not necessarily take over my authority, but to have the capability, the sort of delegative ability to work on my behalf and to actually get things done for Aeternia in a way that I may not be able to. I think the first job that we're looking for very sincerely is media.
Are you cold? You sound like you're shivering.
I am shivering, and throwing the water on you is definitely helping. Thanks. Ooh, it is starting to get chilly. She's splashing. She splash. But that's one of the big things that we have to try and figure out. The next big stage for us, I think, is trying to hire somebody to run our media effectively, to be able to.
You want to jump off the diving board? No.
Back.
You don't like it?
No, don't go back to board.
You want to see and jump off of it? Okay, go do
I'm
it.
not going to right
Go
now.
do
I want to
it.
finish. I'll say it real quick.
Go
but I
do
will in just a second.
it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna do it real quick, but I have a thing that I want to say when I get
Where are you
back.
going that way? You now you go that.
I guess. Okay, please watch my phone.
Let's go.
He's gonna go jump.
2, no, 1. Whoa, more.
Nope.
Double board.
You go jump.
No, double.
Just the one.
You go jump.
No, Yep.
But
What you saying, please?
Yep.
What we
I
talk about
appreciate
pushing?
Let's
Huh?
go.
What
but
we talk about pushing? That's not very nice.
Baby.
Do you see yourself?
she's hype about it.
She is.
But
Okay, ready?
we're gonna need to hire an employee. So that's something that I need to talk about with you guys very soon. How to hire somebody for marketing. Yo! She killed it. Oh my goodness. Yay! Didn't she do good? She did so good. Um, you killed it too. I like the extension you did. That was cool. Hey. Ooh. But yeah, so we need to hire an employee, somebody specifically to handle our YouTube and our social media, to be able to make like high quality edited content in a way that we haven't been able to. So new things to come, a lot of updates, a lot of things to try and grow and work on, but they will all come in time. We're keeping working, you know, doing things when we're not working on personal life stuff, trying to get things to happen in between all of the rest of the busy times we have, but we're working toward it. Every day we're trying to get bigger and better and do more. It just, sometimes it comes into conflict with life and you have to figure that out. So we're moving. We're getting back into our busy season, but we're moving. We're not stopping, we're not slowing down. We're finding ways to expand. And I think it's going to be a good thing. We've never had this much on our plate at once, but we've also been able to handle it really well. I think this summer has been kind of a proving ground and a testament to like how close we're getting to achieving our goals in a lot of areas, and how much we need to be able to expand. So now it's almost impossible for us not to expand without, you know, falling into some kind of stagnation. So we have to continue to do bigger and better things, and we're going to. Let me quick read some comments. Ooh, hold up. Ooh. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom out, guys. Yes? I see you. I see you. Manu said I checked the Microcon website earlier. Very cool. You got it. You're floating. Uh-oh. You got her. She doing it. You're floating. You got it. I see you. You got it. I see you. I'm right here. I see you. But, Caden said we. Raz said I saw on the news Tali's uniform. Very cool. Let me keep going. Manu said, oh cool, we get to watch kids drown in a pool stream. Hopefully not. I want to kind of jump down a little bit. Mohammed, I have seen your messages. I appreciate you joining the stream. I want to go ahead and try and rush through comments so that I can make sure people feel answered and heard before we head out. Mohammed says, I'm going back to Afghanistan. I don't care. I'll go alone. Uh-oh. Goodness. Be careful, Mohammed. Please don't put yourself in undue danger. Caden Republic says you can more effectively fight from a safer place. I completely agree with that. Everybody has been talking about Mohammed. It's good to see you, Mohammed, and I hope you really consider your options there. Manu says, I mean, AP can use the outfit we already know and love, and you can probably make something up for Steven. Agreed. I think that's going to be the plan. That's good insight, Manu. I appreciate it. Raz says, I recommend supplies like oil, gas, if you can, food, water, most important weapon. Oh, goodness. Manu says, correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume AP created his outfit from a combination of clothes he already owned. That is true. And things I made as well. And you can do a similar thing, Steven. Makes sense. Raz. Okay, let me see. Manu says, wait, how many people are representing Aeternia at Microcon? That's a great question. So right now we have uh, 3 for certain with Tiffany, Steven, and I. We may end up getting like 4 depending on if David comes with us, David the blacksmith, but we will have to see for sure. Uh, I'm not sure about David though. Yeah, I think David's still kind of on the fence. I know now we're having to fly, whereas before we thought we'd be able to drive. So the expense would be significantly more for David. I would understand if he didn't come this time. Um, Torrance jumped in. It's good to see you, Torrance. Thank you for joining us and hanging out. Let's see. You flicking? You being me? Uh-oh.
What?
She wants you to go see her. Wagnerland can't do Microcon this year. That's okay, Wagnerland. We haven't been able to do several Microcons, so I completely understand.
Gotta be nice. Okay.
Manu says, AP, if it's worth anything, I think you are very good at speaking, and that you don't need to worry too much about. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Manu. I don't want to squander the opportunity, though. Like, I could go up and just be like, hey, everybody, it's me, AP, whatever, but I really want to do something big, so I'm going to be working on it a little bit and trying to see if I can make it the best possible. Raz says, talking to, I think, Muhammad, if you weren't smart, you wouldn't have survived this long. Makes sense. Wagnerland says, I don't think I'll ever go to a Microcon. You definitely don't have to. It's not that big a deal, but, like, you could if you wanted to. Beer to Will says, stay hopeful, Wagnerland. Agreed, if you want to. Yeah, I don't think it's impossible. Let's keep going. Beer to Will said, goodbye, everyone. Going to see a rocket launch. Ooh, very cool. I hope you have fun with the rocket launch. Goodness. Okay, we're going through. They were talking about MREs for a minute. Real Novus says, greetings. Hey, good to see you, Real Novus. Manu says, Media House Master. Makes sense. Yeah, so we have Stephen Vince is the master of the House of Treasure. House of Others, which does cover media, but there's no master of that house as of right now. I'm not sure that I would immediately put in a master of that house, but I do want somebody to be like a media noble or like a press noble. We had a press noble position in the past that was eventually relinquished, but we may be looking to find another press noble for Aeternia. So that's a big thing. Manu says, I know you used to have a press noble in the House of Others, but if Aeternia is going to grow and develop, especially online, you'll need to upgrade the media sector to a more important position. No, I think we just haven't had like a press noble in a minute. Like, I just straight up think we need to like hire a press noble, and for that to be a thing. So yeah, 100%. I think you're right, Manu. We do need to focus on media, but I think we have to do that in a way where we like just make it a paid position at a certain point so we can have consistently good stuff coming out. Manu says, I think the website says Aeternia is sending only 1 rep, but I'll check again. Yeah, Manu, no, that's accurate. So right now, that's the amount of people who have signed up. I need to hit up Steven and tell him as well that, you know, the sign-up deadline is like the 31st. So if Steven, if you're on here, I will let you know that, but I'll send him a text just in case. I have yet to buy Tiffany's ticket, but I'm planning on doing that once my first paycheck from my job comes in, and buying our plane tickets and stuff. So those are still in the works. We already have our like room reserved and stuff. I got to do that last little bit, like buying the, you know, Tiffany's ticket, and having that. So that's why it only shows 1 right now, is because we've only bought 1 ticket, but we have already placed down that we expect like 3 to 4 people in our delegation. And those should be filled in pretty quickly. New England says good morning. Good evening, New England. Robert says, I'm planning to organize the workers of Houston. Very cool, Robert. Good luck. Oh, goodness. Muhammad, I don't think that's a good idea. Don't start coups or revolutions in the United States. That sounds horrible. You should try to do things peacefully. That's the best way to get things done. Not all situations allow for that, but in the U.S., it's more than possible to make a lot of change through the actual proper like channels. You know, just voting, just, you know, trying to trying to raise awareness for things, trying to build communities like we are here in Aeternia. You know, there are opportunities to do things in a way that provide equity, provide benefit for people's lives instead of, you know, violent revolution. I don't think that's ever really going to be the answer. But that being the case, it's good to see everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And until next time, Aeternia forever. I'll probably be coming to you guys tomorrow with something. I'm not sure what it is, but I have to make some progress on some of our stuff for Microcon. So at very least, I should be coming to you guys with a plan. Mohammed said, I want Americans to feel the same pain for 1 month that I felt for 40 years. I completely understand. That makes a lot of sense, Mohammed. I worry about that. I definitely understand, and I think the world being an unequal place, sure, if we were to make things better in other countries, it would probably mean the lifestyle of Americans going down and people suffering more. But I can't say I'd want anybody to suffer, but I imagine if I was in your position, I would understand. Manu says, AP, I really mean it when I say you're good at speaking. Aside from the YouTuber style talking, there are also moments where you make good speeches and communicate your dreams and goals. Thank you very much, Manu. I appreciate that. And I hope to do that as well here at Microcon. I hope to do some of that even before we go to Microcon and kind of expressing to you guys what I'm hoping to do there and then what the plan is. But I'm not certain yet, so we're going to keep working at it. And until then, I will see you guys soon. Aeternia forever. Manu says, I couldn't finish the message because of character limit. That's all good. I really appreciate it, Manu. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Yep. Look at this person. Look at this little person. So silly, so pampered.
Say hello.
Hello.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Manu says basically like the way,
Bye-bye.
basically like the way you make those speeches and communicate. I appreciate it, Manu. Thank you very much. Muhammad says, Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum, Muhammad. It's good to see you.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Wait.
Silly.